My feeling was terrible, terrible.
That's Ricardo Zambrano, owner of Spanish Flan, a jello-like dessert that gets distributed across Texas supermarkets and independent stores. His 10-year industrial kitchen and warehouse in Edinburgh, where it's all made and packaged, now gone.
And as I came in, I just realized that it was real bad.
Zambrano monitored the hurricane, but never his building during rainfall, a steady concrete building connected to a few others just like his.
I came Sunday to work. Actually, I didn't come to see what happened because I never thought anything happened. It's a building. That was my surprise when I arrived and saw that there was no roof and it was all rolled up. I said, oh my God.
He says seeing his life's work destroyed was devastating.
But once I came in, I said, oh my God, my heart just started pumping.
He estimates financial damages just for machinery like ovens and equipment to be at about $30,000.
No ceiling, and all of that, it's down here.
For now, he will have to store what's left, stop production, and hope clients wait as he tries to start all over again.
So everything was exposed. And so that's why I believe a lot of my machines are, they don't work. I believe it'll take 15 days or so to know if they work. When I need to take them out and have them dry.
Zambrano is now seeking help from the city or county or any grants available that can help people like him get back on his feet, as he also shares he had an expired business insurance.
All that remains is a charred home, scattered belongings, and memories turned to ash.
We don't have much, but whatever we have, we built. We took a lifetime to build, and then just in the blink of an eye, everything just went down in flames.
Saturday going into Sunday, Jean Macias, her kids and husband, left their mother's house during the strong winds and rains of Hanna to discover their home up in flames and firefighters at work.
We pretty much just have the clothes on our backs right now.
She says as heartbreaking as this is, her kids' things underwater, tossed across the yard, and the roof caved in, they're lucky they weren't home, but two of their four-legged family members were.
We told my daughter that we're looking for my cat and they ran away. But it's not true, I'm trying not to break her heart.
Their cat didn't make it. Their pup's body was brought to them lifeless by a firefighter.
His tongue was sticking out. He looked like he was already dead. But my husband started CPR on him and brought him back.
They believe when this tree snapped and brought down a power line and lights attached to their home is what sparked the blaze.
The fire started right there, as you can see. There's a big hole. The electrical wires are there.
Macias has no renter's insurance. She's currently staying with her mom, and she doesn't know how they'll ever bounce back. In McAllen, John Paul Barajas, Channel 5 News at 6. A parade of cars came through Edinburgh Children's Hospital to wish a big happy birthday to the quinceañera. As she sat up straight and tall in her princess pink chair, she was all smiles.
Estamos muy contentos por haber reunido a toda la familia y que todos hayan hecho esto posible. Y pues es un momento muy feliz para todos nosotros.
Her sister Brisna Fuentes says it's a day at one point in time they didn't know would come.
Ella nació normal, ya al casi año perdió su movilidad, ya no hablaba, caminaba lo que hacía antes.
Isabel has severe cerebral palsy, which requires total assistance in everything she does. She communicates yes and no with a thumbs up or down. As her big day approached, so did another, about a 5-hour-long spinal fusion surgery.
What they did is they basically used rods to maintain that alignment. It maintains that alignment from about the level of the neck down to the level of the pelvis.
Her physical therapists who've spent the past 2 months with her have come to learn, although she has complications, she's just a normal teen at heart.
Isabel loves TikTok videos, and she loves to dance.
And like every 15-year-old having a quinceañera, she wanted a chambalan and a special dance. Eric, her occupational therapist, stepped up. Isabel agreed, but under the condition that they had to practice before to make sure the moment was perfect.
She loved it, and she went around the room and everybody was clapping for her, and I definitely had tears in my eyes.
All of this made possible by the woman who's had Isabel's back, even when her body didn't.
Mi mamá es algo más, una mujer muy fuerte.
Here's Rick Velazquez in tonight's Photographer's Perspective.
In the 3 months that I've been working the early morning shift, I've come across some very unique experiences. Starting your day at 3:30 in the morning every day is already a challenge, but when you stack the responsibility and workload of photogging for 2 reporters 3 days a week, it can become pretty hectic. Since our shift begins at such an odd hour, our on-the-job experience varies daily. More often than not, our days are pretty routine. 6 live shots between 2 reporters spread across 3 different shows. But sometimes,
If you look around, right now you can see down this street towards the subdivision, this is completely flooded out.
those mornings turn into roller coaster rides full of unexpected turns. Whether it's overnight flash flooding in Starr County or early morning law enforcement raids in Hidalgo County.
We currently see an active scene. We see multiple agencies on site.
You can never be too sure how your day is going to end up. Visually, mornings are gorgeous. You're able to capture images you won't find at other times during the day. You can catch the moon setting as the sun rises on the opposite end. And that early morning golden hour is a perfect companion in getting better looking shots. Even though sometimes we have our dog days, getting an early start on the day is often rewarding and a very good experience in improving as a photojournalist. With my photographer's perspective, Rick Velazquez, Channel 5 News, Sunday at 10:30.
Good morning, Gabby. We're live in Donna. This is off of Riley Road and FM 493. This is just south of Business 83. We currently see an active scene. We see multiple agencies on site. As you can see, we see Border Patrol BORTEC as they're getting in this unit. However, we also see Hidalgo County Sheriff Office units on site, FBI, DEA, K9 units, earlier a helicopter on site. Now, we have limited information. We know this is an execution for multiple warrant arrests. Earlier, we've been making calls. We've been here about 30, 40 minutes, and upon arrival, we reached out to DPS. Spokesperson Maria Montalvo says they're currently assisting Alamo PD. Now, although we are in Donna jurisdiction, they are responding or assisting to Alamo PD. We also spoke to Sergeant Frank Medrano earlier, who represents, spokesperson for Hidalgo County Sheriff. He also says they're assisting Alamo PD. Now, we did notice a unit just pull up a few minutes ago. Right here, we saw an Alamo Police Department truck, and they pulled out a woman just out of this unit, a woman in handcuffs. They put her back into the Alamo Police Department, and they took off. Now, this is the information we have for now. It is limited information, but we will keep you updated as more information is available, both online and on air. Live in Donna, Yuri Gonzalez, Channel 5 News. Tim, that's right. We've been in multiple areas this morning showing you those places that are flooded. Now we're in Mission. We're off frontage, just an exit before Conway in the city of Mission. Now, we have noticed there are so many cars that are stranded. Tim, our crews are already trying to get with 911. There is a family. I can't really see so well, but I can see that there's people inside this van. Again, just off the exit. I am trying to get in the water, but again, I don't want to underestimate the depth of the water. It can be pretty dangerous for myself. I am not trying to, put my life in danger, but I do want to show you how dangerous it is out here in the city of Mission, in the streets of the valley. It's very important to stay home. And again, if you notice that there's water, just turn around or stay safe, because people are underestimating the depth of the water. Another scenario we're seeing that there's cars, and once they exit, they don't see the cars that are stranded, either because the cars have their lights out or they're completely flooded. So that's really dangerous. We've seen cars hitting other cars as we're trying to reach certain points. You can see these cars are just driving by. You can see the amount of water that has accumulated in this specific exit. Again, we're going to try to help this family. I cannot see exactly how many people are inside this van, but of course it's really dangerous. Maybe they don't have access to a cell phone, or maybe they just can't get out of the vehicle. So our crew is going to work hard to see what's going on with this family and to get them the help they need. We'll have more updates throughout this morning. Tim, back to you.
It all starts here in the McAllen Composting Center. You come in, you drop off your tree, then it gets grinded, turned into mulch, and then sold to the general public.
Just take a look and see how far deep that pole went into the roadway there. The crews are working on it right now. They're trying to figure out, see if they're going to replace the entire pole or use the same one. We heard from a spokesperson to figure out what they're going to do now.
And when you get up close to them, you can really tell the difference between a cassowary and a regular bird. The thing on their head, the casque that's made of keratin, and the feathers on them that don't really look like feathers, they look like hair. And also, Natalie says, the way they run, it seems like a dinosaur.
We're on the corner of Puffin and Tortalita Street, and right now, one of the only sources of light is coming from our cameras. We're gonna turn those off so you can get a brief look at what this community lives through every single night. They want that to change.
Officials say this is the season for leaves to start falling. They land on the curb and down the drain, something you should be stopping. Officials say if you're caught throwing anything down these drains, you will be issued a ticket. For more information, head to our website, krgv.com. In McAllen, Christian Colon, Channel 5 News at 6.
This is South Padre Island, but this is miles north of the city and miles north of where the road ends. The point of this project is to go further north to where the trash is accumulated to get it out of this area. After walking here for about 10 minutes, this is just a sample of the kind of things you can find out here. Of course, plenty of bottles, pieces of foam, a light bulb here, and a balloon. But one thing in particular that stands out, this sandal with bite marks on it.